Reports that racial tension overflowed in the Oamaru charity shop of all places this week when a person by the name of Zara Muhammad reported on her Facebook page that the ODT then picked up on, and other news sources as well, that she was told to F off back to India. Now, for your information, Zara Muhammad is a Caucasian woman. She is of Canadian ancestry. She's Canadian, she's from Canada, but she wears a headscarf for religious reasons. Her children are part Fijian Indian, so perhaps the charity shop owner saw the children and then put two and two together and got banana and told her to go the F back to India. A pretty sad state of affairs, a pretty ugly situation, especially now that Zara Muhammad calls Dunedin home. And as far as I'm concerned, David Loughrey, if someone is in Dunedin and calls Dunedin home, then Dunedin is their home, as is New Zealand.
It's a very important lesson here, Pat, for all of us, and that is that no matter how exasperated and angry you get, you probably shouldn't racially vilify people. Would that be it? And you could probably throw in, you shouldn't say things about what they look like or whether they've got a good head of hair or anything like that. You should generally just keep your mouth shut.
Anything
and
about
you'll probably, and then later on you'll go, geez, I'm glad I kept my mouth shut.
The head of hair thing, is that a particular bag for you?
Obviously, I'm part of that oppressed group of the no head of hair people, so he's very sensitive about it.
Look, this gets uglier and uglier. The owner of the Oamaru charity shop is called Bonnie McLennan, and she said when asked by the ODT that she had become she became quite intimidating. Speaking of Zara Muhammad, and I told her I would trespass her. If I knew she was Dunedin, I would have told her to go back to Dunedin. And with the greatest of respect, no, you wouldn't have. No, because telling someone to F off back to India is a racial slur. So telling someone to F off back to Dunedin is not.
She might hate Dunedin people.
Well, maybe. I was just thinking, do people get told to back to Auckland or back to Wellington? Perhaps.
Possibly.
Perhaps they do.
Yeah.
The ugly thing about this
Milton,
as well, for me,
Clutha.
The ugly thing about this for me as well is this is becoming more and more common, and it's almost like the Trump effect. I mean, today Trump has just been nominated as officially the GOP nominee, and it seems to be becoming more prevalent in society. And because some high-profile people are speaking up and speaking out, it becomes more normal. It becomes easier for people to take on those opinions and speak them out. There's a very high-profile incident in Australia this week where a television host called Sonia Kruger had a bit of an outburst on TV as well. Let's have a quick look at that.
Just to clarify, Sonia, are you saying that you would like our borders closed to Muslims at this point?
Yes, I would. I would, because I think at this
Which
point...
is the Donald Trump approach.
I think we have something like 500,000 now in our country, and well, perhaps it is, but for the safety of the citizens here, I think it's important.
So Sonia Kruger made it very clear that they have something like 500,000 now in our country, Muslims in our country. Much like Zara Muhammad, I think, who was from Dunedin, born in Canada, was basically told, get out of my country, go back to India. It's the same kind of feeling, and I just find it so ugly.
I think there's a very important lesson we can learn here, Pat, and that's Australians are more racist than us. I think it's quite clear, and I don't think I'm painting them with a big brush. In Dunedin and New Zealand in particular, we're much more decent people.
We are. And look, I guess to be fair in this whole situation, the owner of the charity shop, Bonnie McLennan, has said the incident has been blown out of proportion. There's been no further comment from Zara Muhammad. So I guess if we're being fair, we'll say we'll leave it here and hope this was an overblown mistake by everybody and things will be better in Oamaru charity shops from now on.
She's learned a lesson. We've learned a lesson. Everyone's learned a lesson.